Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's been a minute. It's been a very long minute. And this video is going to be very different from what has been posted, what I've streamed, and it's for a good reason. Really, this video is on the impression of progression. So normally I have this sort of ritual. Every night I end up watching YouTube and, I check out content creators that I follow, and just, watch stuff until I get super tired where I knock out. And I recently got back into using an arcade stick for fighting games. For those of you who don't know, an arcade stick is one of these guys. And I don't know what it is about it. I think I'm just into the nostalgia factor, the legacy behind something like this, especially when it comes to fighting games. I started watching this YouTuber I subscribed to a while back, Nihongo Gamer. Hopefully I said his name right. And I came across this video from 3 years ago, and he titled it, "Why Your Controller Matters." And he kind of goes into just a few different ideas, uses personal experience, life to tie it all together. And he made a joke about people who play with a pad. And when he refers to a pad, he's talking about just your standard controller for the system of your choice. And he makes a joke and brings it into why he prefers playing on an arcade stick. And he goes into talking about the mastery of tools, of knowledge, of things like that. And just kind of what it's meant for him and this idea of progression. And he mentions this imaginary line that we all try to follow. And we're looking for something that scoots us just a little bit further along that line. And it got me thinking. And so this video isn't really for anyone but myself. And I hope that as I continue in this, future me can look back and, maybe cringe over the videos I've made, or, find himself in a lull looking back at things that he's done. And maybe he sees this video, and I hope that it would remind him of why he's doing what he's doing. Because if I'm honest, everyone, this is hard. This is hard for someone like me. And it's very draining. I don't really do it much. I stream twice a week. Obviously, I haven't posted since the last Five Nights at Freddy's security breach video, which really put a bad taste in my mouth for this kind of stuff. And I think I was just looking. I was looking for something to tell me or make me feel like you got to keep going in this. And weirdly enough, it was this guy's video from 3 years ago. Just him tying in a little joke he had to life purpose, I guess. I think many of us were looking for something in our lives that we can grab a hold of, and that we can say, this is the thing that gives me purpose. This is the thing that I've got meaning for now. And it's okay if you don't know what that is yet, because I surely don't. I'm figuring it out. But I think now, in this time in my life, I'm 27 years old. I am in a place, a job where I think my time is coming to an end. And I don't know what's next. And there's nothing really going on that I feel like I have something that I can hold on to and it be my measure of progress as I go through each day. And I think this is it. In this time of my life, I think this is what I want it to be. And so this is a video of commitment, of really pressing into this thing that I find uncomfortable, this thing that sometimes drains me and makes me feel like, why am I playing games on streams to entertain, or creating content on YouTube to entertain when I could just be enjoying the game for myself? And this is something I've always wanted to try. I've always wanted to do, and I took a risk. I got all this equipment. I am talking to you now through it, and I want to continue to press into it, even if it is difficult for me, even if it is uncomfortable for me, even if it's, I don't know, something that at the end of the day, when the time is right, won't be something I continue doing. But I want, for the time that I do have with it, to say that at the end of it, I committed all that I had to it. And that's to this arcade stick. I'm gonna show it to you guys one more time. It's to this arcade stick. And really pressing into it, seeing how I grow. This thing is so hard to use properly. And that's because I've built so much muscle memory with what I'm comfortable with. And this is also my commitment to not run to what I'm comfortable with. This thing, this controller, this is years of playtime. This is memories, experience. This is comfortability. I'm used to this. I know where the buttons are. I know which buttons to press within the blink of an eye. I know how to press certain directions to get my inputs out. On that fight stick, the muscle memory really isn't there. And it's easy for us to fall back into what we know, into what we find comfortable, what we find secure. And I want to be able to take this risk, take this leap of faith, take this step into the unknown, with full-on force. I just want to be confident in it. I want to have courage to continue to move in it. And I want to do this for me. I want to do it for you guys, because it is fun. And there is enjoyment in it, and I am happy when I do it. But I got to remind myself. And so for me, each day as I rock with this fight stick, each day as I figure out what the next video is, or how I'm going to structure the next stream, or when my next stream is, I want to do it with excellence, and I want that to be my measure of progress. Each day as I go in, and each day as I edit, each day as I record, each day as I stream, I just want each one to be better. Each one to just move me a little bit forward on this line that I'm just slowly moving up on. Just a bit of progress. To one day, maybe I can say that I've mastered it. Or maybe I could say that I gotten pretty darn close. Because, day one on a fight stick, arcade stick, whatever you want to call it, stick, I am trash. Straight up hot garbage. But maybe the next day, I'm a little less stinky trash. And then maybe the day after that, I am day one trash. And then eventually I'll get to a point where I'm confident and I can sit and play another player and be confident in how I'm using the tool that I've decided to commit to. Or as I'm streaming and creating content for YouTube, that one day I'll go and I'll be like, I found the rhythm. I found that flow. I found the thing that makes what I do fun and enjoyable for me. That's my style. I found it. And so I feel like I've been rambling just a bit, but I also just, I want to encourage anyone who's watching this. Do it. Whatever you're passionate for. Whatever the thing is right now in your life. We all go through phases. I got into a skateboard phase. I got into a Lego phase. I mean, you can see it in the back. You can see it in the back. I got a Millennium Falcon there. And I have a few other Lego things scattered around the place. Into collecting items. Like, I have the whole Demon Slayer manga collection. I've got statues on a shelf. I've got collectibles from collector's editions of games. I got into that. That was a phase. I got so absorbed in it. I got so caught up in that joy and learning about it, in discovering stuff relating to it. And I just want you to know that whatever it is in your life right now that you are passionate about, don't be afraid to take the risk. Because the worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work out, right? But at least you can say you've tried and that you put your best foot forward into it. You know, maybe there's somebody you fancy out there and you're afraid to ask them out. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? They say no. They say no. And what do you do from there? You move on. But now you know, right? And what's life if it's spent worrying about or regretting things that you never took a shot at? Right? So this is my shot that I'm taking, and I'm reminding myself to continue taking. It's to creating content, getting better with a fight stick, and enjoying every minute of it. And reminding myself why I did it in the first place. So if you're there and you're in the same boat with me and we're rocking in these waters together, just know that you can do it, that I believe in you. And whether you believe it or not, there's so many other people who also believe in you. And I think that in and of itself is worth more than anything. So to everyone that has seen me on this journey, who supported me, who's believed in me, thank you. We're going to keep it going. I mean, it is 1:23 in the morning, Monday, May 16th, 2022. And I decided to make this video from a video I saw from Nihongo Gamer from 3 years ago, with the idea posed of why your controller matters. We're all searching for that thing that gives us purpose, that might give us meaning. But find what it is that you love right now, even if it doesn't stay with you. Let that be your impression of progression. Let that be the thing that you work on, that you work in, that you grow in, and enjoy it. That's all I got. And when you feel like you're ready to run to what's comfortable, remind yourself why you did it in the first place. Because I'm telling you, it's all going to be worth it in the end. So, guys, expect more stuff for this channel. Expect to see more fighting stuff. Expect to just see me just putting up stuff because I want to. And I think at the end of the day, that's just going to make the world of a difference. So, yeah. I feel good. I feel good. And I hope that you feel good too. Wherever you are, I hope that you feel good too. So, expect more content on the way. Enjoy what you're doing. Love what you're doing. And until then, catch you guys on the flip. Peace.